Alright, I got my first Wi-Fi match versus Dizzymo from Cerebi.net. My lead is an Aerodactyl, he starts with Machamp. I use Stealth Rocks, try and set up so he can't switch, and he encores me. Now, I hit fight and accidentally, keep attacking, allowing him to set up, which kinda sucked. So I switched to my Dusknoir. He's my physical tank, so, I'm just kinda chilling here. I'm pretty sure I can't break his sub, but I'm gonna try anyways. And I was right. I couldn't break a sub. So I'm gonna have to take another Stone Edge. Now this time I'm 100% positive I can break a sub. So I go for it. And I break a sub. Now, honestly, neither of us is gonna get anywhere doing this. I've got Pain Split, so he switches. Unfortunately, I switched as well, thinking that neither of us were going anywhere. So I bring in Donphan because I didn't think he was going to switch, and I let him get a Toxic Spikes. Thankfully, Donphan is my Rapid Spinner, so there goes those Toxic Spikes he just laid. Fortunately, my Roar brings in a Bronzong. Not much I'm doing against him. Earthquake Count doesn't hit things that levitate. So I bring in my Vaporeon and you know what? I don't want that. So I go with my Aerodactyl to take the Explosion. Now, Aerodactyl is Focus Sashed, so he's gonna live, which doesn't really come in handy later. I just wanted to save him for death fodder, but I never really needed it. So yeah, he brings out Tentacruel again, so I bring back my Dusknoir. I keep Dusknoir as my Thunder Punch, so I'm kind of hoping, even though I don't have any attack at all, hoping the Thunder Punch will do something, maybe scare him to switch or just get him out of here. I Pain Split first to keep some life up. I'm showing my opponent that I'm ready for the long haul. And here we go. Now the real battle starts. He's got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes, so those Toxic Spikes are going to start to hurt. But I Thunder Punch, hoping to scare him out, which I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it does. And he brings out Spiritomb. Now, we were talking on a chat room, and he was like, oh my god, Spirit Bomb. Which, at first I was like, really? But then I realized he wouldn't bring out an explosion to a ghost fight, so I send out my Umbreon, because he's my special wall, expecting like a Psychic or something. And this is what really surprised me. I had never seen this before. The Spiritomb is actually a Sleep Talker. So he rests, and I'm like, oh snaps. Oh, I better hope he doesn't get good moves with Sleep Talk, which is actually hilarious. At the end of the video, you'll probably crack up at how bad his luck is. So I'm poisoned, and I bring in my Vaporeon, who is, to everybody's surprise, a special attacker. Everyone's like, Zom, Vaporeon, what? And then my Surf does like 3/4 of his damage, and he's like, fuck. So he's like, Zom, is that a hacked Vaporeon? I'm like, nope, special attacker. Lulz. He sends out this guy, Porygon 2. I'm new to most of the newer Pokemon, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do. But my Vaporeon is, choiced, so I just go with the Surf, and it does a shit ton. Pretty happy about that one. I just Surf again, finish it off. If I were him, I probably would have switched that Vaporeon, especially if it was a Tri-Attack. Would have been really useful. He brings out Tentacruel, and Stealth Rock does good damage to it. So I bring in my Dusknoir again. I don't know. I didn't think Thunder Punch was really enough to kill it, since it has Rest, which made me go WTF. Turns out his Tentacruel ended up being a Sleep Talker like his Spiritomb, which was kind of weak on his point, but he brings out this guy, and I hate T-Tar because I hate perma weather. I think it's stupid. So I know I can't stay in there. I don't really have anything. I bring in my Donphan, which was a really bad idea because he puts like 73 speed EVs in his T-Tar. I have none in my Donphan, but I thought he was a neutral speed T-Tar, so I thought I could outspeed him. That was a bad idea. I couldn't outspeed him. I should have played it safe. But, so yeah, my Donphan dies, and I bring in my Scizor. And this is pretty much the end of the match. He brings in his Machamp, and I Bullet Punch. I wanted to Sword Stance, but at the same time, I knew he had Substitute, so I had to hit him so he couldn't use Substitute, and my Bullet Punch is a priority move, so I just keep attacking anyways. And now we got his Spirit Bomb lulls again. So I just Bullet Punch that. I don't really need to set up. I didn't want him sleep talking, getting a super effective move on me. And here comes Tentacruel. Now I'm pretty sure I Sword Stance here because I'm not really scared of Tentacruel. He sleep. I knew he was gonna sleep talk, but I didn't really think I was too threatened here. So I Bullet Punch now after my Sword Stance, and for some reason I thought I'd kill it. Maybe I was hoping for a crit or something. It Sleep Talks, and it uses Rest while it's already sleeping, so this is like 2 turns in a row. Sleep Talk was useless for him. Kind of sucked for him. Now, he used Sleep Talk again, and he woke up, so he wasn't sleeping anymore, and at this point he was typing to me. It was like, wow, that was really shitty luck. So I finished that off, and this is basically the end of the match. We got just, Scizor gonna Bullet Punch super effective one-hit KO the T-Tar. That's match. It was a fun match. He relies a little too much on Sleep Talk, but hey, whatever. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe.